If you'd like to learn how to make free thumbnails quick and easy, then stick around because I have an online app that'll let you do just that. Hi and welcome to Creative Fundamentals. My name is Dan Currier and I am here to help you build a foundation for YouTube success. Better thumbnails. You might hear it a lot, but maybe you're wondering exactly how you pull that off. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make thumbnails quick and easy with an online app called Canva. Let's get started. All right, so you want to head over to canva.com. That's canva.com. When you first get there, you may have to create an account. You can either log in with Facebook or create an account with your email address. When you do that, you're going to be brought to this page. Now, you'll see across the top of the page, there's a number of suggested items, one of which is YouTube thumbnail. So we will go ahead and click on that. One thing to consider, I believe when I first came to this page, the options here were social media and then YouTube channel art, so it might remember your history a little bit. But where I originally found the YouTube thumbnail is clicked on the plus more at the end and scroll down to social media and email headers, and it was the second one in. So it's nice to see that it does remember what you've done recently, and it provides that for you on future visits. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the basic way to create a thumbnail using Canva. As you can see, if you want to be really quick and easy, on the left hand side there's a number of templates that they provide. Where you could basically just select the entire design and maybe tweak the words to match what it is that you're trying to make a thumbnail for. In this case, we are going to make one from scratch, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to use these tools on the far left. We're going to pull in a image that I uploaded. Normal process for uploading. Down here in the bottom, you just click Uploads and upload your own images and pick one. In this case, I picked an image of me. If you are somebody that appears in your videos, it's highly suggested that you include your face on your thumbnail. And when you are including your face and text on the thumbnail, a good rule of thumb is to put your face on the right hand side and your text on the left, to be sure that none of your text gets covered up by the timestamp that displays over the thumbnails on YouTube, which gets a little bit bigger when people are viewing your thumbnails on a mobile device. So that said, you don't really want to stick with a white background on a thumbnail because that kind of blends in with YouTube. So I'm going to add a background color, and this being Creative Fundamentals, I'm going to pick a gray color, and you can do that by picking a shape here. In this case, I'm just going to pick a square or a rectangle. You'll see it appears on the screen, and in the upper left hand corner here you have the option to change the color. I'm of course going to go with gray, and then you can put this in the corner and drag it until it covers up the entire space here. So now we have a gray background. So on the gray background, I then want to add my image. In this case, as I mentioned, I already uploaded an image. Pretty simple to upload. Again, upload your images, pick your images, and you're there. If you click on that image once, it'll put that on the screen. Again, I want to move that to the right hand side of the screen, and try not to leave your raw edges like the bottom of this just out in the open. So I kind of tuck those away on the side here, and put that there. And then you want your text to stand out, so you want high contrast text. One of the ways that I do the high contrast text is by doing color bars behind them, and basically you do the same thing. You get yourself an image or a square rectangle element. You can throw that up here, and sometimes I like to make them a little crooked to kind of get your attention. In this case, we want to add a nice bright red background, and we will do that. And then we want to add a nice bold text to that. If you want, these options down here are actually, they're like pre-formatted with multiple different font sizes that are all grouped together. If you just want text, you have the headings up here. So I'm going to click on add heading. Now in general, I tend to stick to sans serif texts. Serifs are these little flags that stick out from certain fonts. I prefer to avoid those because when the text is small, I think they make it a little bit harder to read, and you want something nice and bold. So when you have your text up here, you can go through all of the available text that they have. I like to find something blocky that's well spaced, that you can read even when it's small. So we kind of want to scroll through and see what our options here on, you have something like this. We'll take a look at that. That's a nice bold font, and we will do that, and I found that white and red go really nice with each other, and you can drag this up here, kind of tilt it, maybe even slightly different than the background, and maybe we want to make that a little bit bigger. And once we have that kind of where we want it, then we can shrink down our bar. And then if we want to get super quick and easy, we can click on this bar and do copy. I'll throw another one down here. Actually, we can leave that about the same size. Same thing, I'm going to cheat and reuse my text. We'll get there yet. And this is just an example to show you how the different elements work. Obviously, you have a number of different ways you can do this. It does have, they have actual backgrounds. I actually did a layout and I grabbed an element, but they have solid backgrounds. So it looks like you can just throw backgrounds out there, and they even have some cool patterns. So if you wanted to, you could click on that box that I put here and remove it, and then check out what some of their patterns look like. Those are pretty cool. So they really allow you to do some really cool stuff for free. So if you wanted something a little more dynamic than the solid color, I actually think that looks kind of cool. But there are all kinds of options for free thumbnail backgrounds. And that'll really help you to make your thumbnail stand out. So I think that is all we will cover for now. As you can see, there's plenty to work with, tons of tools that you can use, and different ways that you can build your thumbnails. So I just wanted to show you briefly how it works and how you can use it to make much more interesting thumbnails that are going to stand out from the crowd. The reality is, depending on what niche you're in, there are a lot of YouTubers out there who really aren't taking advantage of thumbnails and using them to set themselves apart. I see a lot of thumbnails that are simply screen prints, you know, kind of like one of the 3 examples that YouTube provides to you when you upload the video. So there's a lot of opportunity, depending on your niche, to really stand out and get noticed more and move to the top of your niche. So just wanted to share that with you. I hope you found it helpful. If you would like to continue to build a foundation for YouTube success, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. My name is Dan Currier, and you're watching Creator Fundamentals. Thanks.